Ini 10 lah. Masih tak dengar langsung.
Okay. Ashad, can you hear me? You can hear me? Zaki, can you hear me? Can. Okay. I tell you what. Okay, I will. You can speak, and then it's okay. You can. Then they will be able to.
I right here.
Yeah.
So that means okay.
Okay. Adli, are you here? Adli, can you hear Adli? I cannot see Adli. Adli, can hear now? Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, now I repeat. So I don't need this, because they're not talking to me, right?
But yeah. I mean, up to you.
Okay.
Up to you. You wanna remove?
Because there's an echo. All right. Thank you. All right, now we gonna.
I must mute this
I
then.
must.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is this? So I should mute this.
So I should.
There's a mute here.
There's a mute here.
Mana ada?
Mana ada?
Here.
Not here. I should mute here.
Okay. I'm afraid the sound.
All right, I think. Oh my God.
Okay, let us try to settle this. Sorry, guys. Right. You can write, Okay. Okay. Maybe Mr. Ismail will use this machine. And then let's see, yeah. But yeah, if you're gonna leave, then okay, can we try? Can I leave first and see you can hear Mr. Ismail? Then okay, you can shut down your
Okay, I just exit here.
Sorry, guys, we are trying this out so that there is no interruption for your exams as you journey through. Hold on, okay. I'm gonna. Okay. So, fine. Can you hear? Everyone can hear? Shafi can hear?
Okay. We start, yeah.
You wanna speak? This is up to you. You wanna?
I want to
share?
go to. I want to go to that.
Just
oh.
No, sure.
Okay, wait.
Whiteboard.
Yeah. Okay, so I repeat, yeah. So the sample space means it's all the possible outcomes. If you throw a die, the possible outcomes are. I'm a bit slow in writing this, so I hope you just bear with me for a while until I master this. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't write anymore.
Right here, you can also write here. Then you can show them.
4, 5, 6. So this is called the sample space. All the possible outcomes is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I ask you what's the probability that is going to be even number. Probability that is going to be even, again, out of how many, all these are possibilities are 6. So out of 6, how many are even? So you choose, you go and look for all the even numbers. The even numbers are 2, 4, 6. That means to say there are 3 even numbers. So the answer is 3 even out of possible 6. Now you got to reduce to lowest term. All fractions, whenever you have the answer for fraction, it has to be reduced to the lowest term. So it can be divided by 3 or top and bottom, yeah? So 1/2. And makes sense, isn't it? Because half of the numbers are even and half are odd. So the probability that is even is going to be 3 out of 6. So that is how it is. So let's try another one. Are you clear, is it?
Yeah, this is clear.
Okay, so the probability that, let's say I have another question. What's the probability that it is a number, you're going to get number 7? What's the probability that you're going to get the number 7? So you throw a die and you throw, will you get a 7 at all? Okay, let's look. Out of 6, the die has 6 numbers. Out of 6, how many 7s are there? There's no 7. So it's 0. Now 0 out of 7 is 0. What does 0 mean just now? I said, now whenever probability is 0, it means it will never happen. Make sense? You throw until they die, you will never get a 7 because only 6. So that's the answer. What is the probability of getting a 7 is 0. So this is how you get the answer. Okay, how do you write? You out of 6, there are no 7. So 0 out of 7 is 0. Okay, that's how you answer the question. Let me do another one. What's the probability? What's the probability? What's the probability that I'm gonna get numbers less than 7? What's the probability that you're going to get numbers less than 7? So let's do how to get the answer. Now your answer is always going to be a fraction. So you write down equals, it's a fraction. You always fill in the one number at the bottom. The number at the bottom will be, what are the possible answers if you throw a die? So you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 6 possibilities. Out of all these, out of all these 6, how many are less than 7? Now you look again. Number 1 is less than 7. Number 2 is less than 7. Number 3 is less than 7. Number 4 is less than 7. Number 5 is less than 7. Number 6 is less than 7. All of them are less than 7. So you must write down 6 over 6. Now what is 6 over 6? That is 1 whole. That's the reason why I say 1 means for sure you're going to get the answer. So you throw whatever number you get, it's always going to be less than 7. So this is how you do probability. I give you another example. Suppose you have in a class, I have 12 boys. I put 12B, and there are 10 girls. So 10 girls. So this is in a class, you have 12 boys and 10 girls. What is the probability that you're going to get if you pick one child? If you pick a student, what is the probability that you're going to get a boy? So how to do this question? So what you do is, again, it's a fraction. So you must write down the total. What are the total number? The total number is 22. All together, boys and girls, 22. Out of these 22, how many are boys? 12. There you are. That's it. And then because this is a fraction and it can be reduced to lowest term, you have to reduce this to lowest term by dividing by 2, 11. over, sorry, divided by 2 is 6 over 11. So it's 6 over 11. So I hope you are very good with your fractions, because fraction means you reduce the lowest term is like this, divide by 2, divide by 2. So this is how it's done for fractions. All right, so there you are. So the probability of getting a boy is that. What if I change this question and I change it and say, what's the probability then to get a girl? So to get a girl, so let me just write G instead of writing the whole thing. Probability of getting a girl, I erase this one first. What must you do first? You must always write a fraction. And in this question, there are 22. There are 22 students. So 22 students, but how many are girls? 10 are girls. So 10 out of 22, that is the probability of picking a girl from this class. And 10 of 22, you got to reduce to the lowest term to get the answer. So there is it. So it's quite simple to do. This is the basic probability. As you go along, it's going to be quite tough, because the question requires some thinking. But this is the basic one. And these questions will come out. The simple ones will come out 1 mark, 2 marks. You should be able to score in this one. Let me give you last one before we start the worksheet. Suppose I have in a bag. In my bag, I have marbles. I have 2 white marbles. I have 5 blue marbles. And I have 3 yellow marbles. Okay? So they all must be the same size. You cannot have the white one big and the blue one small. Cannot. They all have, to be fair, the probability when you play this kind of game, it is always same size and same material. So you put your hand in the bag and you pick up one. You pick up one marble. So what's the probability? My question is, what's the probability that you're going to get a yellow marble? Sorry. What's the probability that I'm going to get a yellow marble? So probability of getting yellow marble. Okay, how do you do again? Do you recall what I said? It is always a fraction. How many marbles are there in the bag? You count. There are 2, 5, 3. So altogether there are 10. How many are yellow? Yellow, there are 3. So there are 3 you put on top. So the answer is that. The probability that you're going to pick a yellow marble is 3 out of 10. Let's do another question. What's the probability that you're going to pick a white marble? So what is how to do again? It is, you write this how you do, yeah? When I teach you follow, you will never go wrong. It is a fraction. Write down the line, the divisor line. And how many all together? There are 10. How many are white? 2. So the answer is 2 out of 10. Okay? Participants cannot see a whiteboard. That's not what they cannot see.
You cannot see it.
I don't know. Okay. Now you must reduce this to lowest term. It's 1/5.
Guys, you all can see the whiteboard, right? Shafi, you can see the whiteboard?
Okay,
All can see, yeah?
Okay, okay. All right. Okay, yeah. Now my last question. My last question. What's the probability of getting a red ball? Oh, not ball, marble. What's the probability of getting a red marble? So let's do this. How many marbles are there altogether? Altogether first, altogether there are 10. How many of these marbles are red? There are no red. So 0. So the answer is 0 divided by 10. 0 divided by any number is 0. You can press the calculator to do that. So what does it mean? It means that when you do this experiment, you put your hand and you take out, no matter what, how many times you do, you will never get a red marble because it's not there. 0 out of 10. Yeah? Okay. Now I want to teach you, I think you most probably have learned also about the word or. Okay, I'm gonna erase this a bit, yeah. So what if the question is, I'm gonna say, what's the probability of getting a blue or white marble? Okay, listen, what's the probability of getting a blue or white? So probability of getting blue, B, or probability of getting a white. Now, when you learn in school, I'm sure the teacher would have taught you, whenever you see the word in probability, whenever it is or, you have to change it to plus. This is the rule. So whenever you see the word probability of blue or white, blue or yellow, white or yellow, whatever, you have to have the fraction and you add them together. So what's the probability of getting a blue? So out of 10, there are 5 blue. So that's how you write. This is blue. You cough, you please mute yourself, please. All right, what's the probability of getting a white marble? White is out of 10, there are only 3 white, so 3. This is the how you do whenever you have the question of or. So whenever you have or, you must do this. You find the blue, you find the white, and then you add. So 5 plus 3, this is how you add fraction, is 8/10. Of course, you got to reduce the lowest term, divide by 2, and you're going to get 4/5. So this is how you do whenever you have a question that says or. It is slightly more complicated than this, but this is mutually exclusive, meaning you get one and you don't get the other. But once you have a common one, you got to minus it. So that one we will see later. So now I've already briefly summarized simply what probability is. Yeah. Oh, one more. This is about. Let me erase all these first. Okay, if you're given probability that the boy wins a race, so he run, now the SEA Games you have on, they run, the probability that he will win the race is given to be 1/3, for example. So this is given to you. Then the question asks you, what is the probability that he will not win? So this keyword is not. What's the probability that he will not win? Now, whenever you have this kind of question, where you have not win, and let's say rain, not rain, sunny, not sunny. So whenever you have this, it's easy to do. You take one whole, because one is for sure, minus 1/3, minus the win. So the not is actually, all you have to do is take 1 minus. So now 1 minus 1/3 is 2/3. So the answer is 2/3 if you have probability like this. Now they sometimes will not say not win. They will say, what's the probability that you will lose? Same, isn't it? Not win is the same as lose. So you need to now be able to change, or in your mind, if they say lose, it means not win. So this is how it is. So sometimes this is given in fraction, sometimes it's given in decimal. For example, if I tell you, what's the probability that it will rain? Probability that it will rain is 0. Because now Cambodia is hot. So probability that it will rain is 0.2. That's the probability that it will rain. So then they ask you, can you tell me what's the probability that it will not rain? So will not rain. So I'm going to write now, not rain. Now, whenever you see the word not, what does it mean? It means simply, let me just erase this first, yeah? Okay. So not rain means all you have to do is to take one whole, always take one whole, 1 minus 0.2 because rain is 0.2, not rain is 1 minus 0.2. And the answer is 0.8. Let me erase first. So 0.1 minus 0.2, the answer is 0.8. There you are. Right? So this is how all these things you must have taught, the teachers must have taught you in school. I just briefly run through this. Now we can ready to go into the worksheet, or is it what is it called?
Yeah.
The worksheet. Okay. Let me ask Mr. Shahid to get.
You stop share.
Okay, I clear this first, yeah.
And then
No need to clear.
just press the red button.
Okay, I stop share
Okay, then screen share.
again.
Then
Oh,
this,
okay, okay.
double tap. Then you gotta bring this thing over to the center.
Okay,
Otherwise,
this one.
this you
Eh?
gotta click here. Bring to the center.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then you tell them which one.
All right. So we're gonna now do these questions. You have this, I think. It's in the book, right? They
No,
all
but
have.
they don't have it.
Oh.
Only.
Okay,
So
okay.
you send the answers to here. So you need to click this to see it, and then you bring this somewhere.
Oh, so the boy answer. Sorry, I didn't see your
Yeah.
Zaki. Sorry, I didn't see your answer. Yeah, forgive me. Okay, I bring it down.
Then you can
You can tell I'm very old, so I'm not used to this IT. I'm learning. I use a board to teach. Okay, so now you try and put in the answer, and if you don't know, please write it there so I can see. All right, now we're going to try and answer this question. Now remember, I talk about dice. So dice is a 6. Now you can also be given this tetrahedral. Now tetra means 4. In mathematics, tetra means 4. So you have like a die, but it's 4-sided. It's only 4-sided, yeah? So it doesn't matter. You just need to understand that now the die is 4-sided. So 4-sided means 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are your possible outcomes. Now they ask you, you have this die, which is 4-sided. You throw, and then you see the number at the top. Then you throw again because it's rolled twice. How do I get the annotate? Okay. So you see here, it says roll twice. So I have the die and I throw once. I look at the number. Then I take it again and I throw another time. So now they ask you, what are the sample space? What is this? I don't know. So say use set notation, list the sample space. Now sample space means all the possible. Now you do this when you see this kind of question, roll twice, you do like this. Watch a class, you do like a grid, like this, and this. Watch, yeah. Now the numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the first roll. So I can call this as first roll. What does it mean? Means when I first roll, I can get the numbers 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Now the second roll is here. So I can also get 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is the grid that you have. Now this means that on the left hand side, the first roll is what you can get. So what are the possibilities that when you throw 2 times, you can get? So the possibilities are here. I try to use a different color. So you have the first one, number 1, the second one, number 1. The first one, number 2, the second one, number 2. The first one, number 1, second number 2. This is 1, 3. This is 1, 4. Then you can also have the first one, number 2, the second one, number 2. Second one, number 1. First one, number 2, second one, number 2. First one, number 2, second one, number 3. So you can understand that. So these are the crosses. These are the possible numbers that you can get if you throw the die 2 times. Let me finish this. Now this is called the sample space diagram. Now the question doesn't ask me for sample space diagram, but I just want to do this so that you can see the image. This is sample space. Now what's the meaning of this point? What's the meaning of this point? This point means the first one is 3, the second one is 3. Okay, What's the meaning of this point? This one means the first number is 2, the second number is 3. Okay, quite simple, yeah, not difficult. Let me do one more. What's the meaning of this point? This one means the first one is 4, the second one is 1. That's it. So this question, I'm not answering the question because I just showed you what the possible diagram is like. The question asks you for a set notation. What is this? Now, set notation means, let me change the color. I'm sure you've learned how to write in set. Sets, you must do this curly bracket. Yeah, this is sets. So I don't know whether you've learned that. You should have learned this because that's why they ask you set notation. Now, the set notation they ask you, so you got to list all the numbers, all the possible things. So you have now, you can list the first one is 1, the second one is 1, like that. Now they want it to be listed. Mine is a diagram. It's easier to see, but I teach you the C first, then you can see this one. Second one is, second number is, first one is 1, second number is 2. Third possibilities is, first one is 1, the second row is 3, so on and so forth. Can you do this? I'm sure you can do this until you finish. The first one is 4 and the second one is also 4. So you have that. Now, how many numbers are there? So how many numbers are there? You can see from the diagram, actually, there are 16. You can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There are 16 possibilities. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4. Okay? So that's basically, you finish all this. This one is your answer. This is how you do. This is the answer for the set notation. Okay. Now I'm going to go and see, how do I go up? This one?
Okay, you want to clear first?
Oh, okay.
That's been
Clear. All.
okay, now,
I'm going to go down.
You press cross the red. Okay, now just you no,
Oh.
using this thing to cut. Right.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. All right. Now this is the question. Now this one has something to do. Let's see. A box. This is similar to one I showed you just now about the marbles. Yeah, this is the same. So a box contains 8 picture cards. That means the card has a picture. 6 letter cards. The card has letter A, B, whatever, and 7 number cards. Number means 1, 2, 3, whatever. Okay, so that's the story. So in this box, you have 8 picture, 6 letter, and 7 number. Now, I want you to try and do this, yeah? Part A. Find the probability that it is a letter card. Can you please try this, A? It's simple, yeah? What is how to do this? Can you please? Remember, it's a fraction. Try. You can write under the chat. Let me see. 2/7. Okay, let's see. Okay, just try. Never mind if it's wrong. Thank you, Arsha. The rest? 2A, just 2A only. Cannot do? Okay, never mind. Annotate. Where is annotate again?
Let's go up.
Tak ada.
Bring it all the way to the
Ah, okay. Now remember A, you got to see all together. See, remember I told you, you have to have, it's a fraction. So you need to write at the bottom number. What is that? How many are there all together? So all together is how many? 8 plus 6 plus 7. So that's 21. 21 cards. How many are letter cards? Because they asked for letter. So letter is 6. 6 out of 21. But this can be reduced to the lowest term by dividing by 3. So you divide by 3 and you're going to get 2/7. Yes, so Arshad, you're right. Shafi'i, is it? Shafi'i and Arshad, you are Adli. Oh, Arshad is correct. Shafi'i is correct. Adli, you are not so correct because you leave the answer in not the lowest form. You have to write this first, and then you got to reduce to the lowest term. Okay. Now, if this paper is a paper that you require you to use calculator, you can use the calculator to press 6/21 and you get the answer. So no need to worry. But if this paper, I can't remember whether N level I think there are two papers. The first paper, no calculator. Second paper got calculator, I think, yeah, because I taught it so long ago. So now if the paper doesn't have calculator, you got to learn how to do this. But if the paper has calculator, you can check with the calculator. 6/21, what is the lowest term? You can get the answer as 2/7. Okay. All right. Let us do number B. You tried B now. 2B and 2C. Can you please try? Please write down B equals what? What's your answer? And then what is the answer for C? Can you please try? Never mind if it's wrong. You roughly see, but thank you, Shafi. You write down first the answer. 2C. Okay, Arshad. You must do B and C, yeah? Don't choose. You're not supposed to choose. Find B, find C. Let's try first. 1 minute, 2 minutes. Come on. Listen to what I said. You have the line. First, how many altogether go below? Then on top is how many satisfy that condition. Okay, let's see whether you're right or not. First, I do B. Find the probability that it is not a picture card. Now, this is a not question. You notice not. Therefore, you need to find picture card first. Okay. How many altogether? 21 cards. How many are picture cards? Picture 8. But nobody asks you for picture card. People ask you for not picture card. So not picture card means, remember I told you, not means 1 minus. There you are. So 1 minus 8/21 is 13/21. Yes, Adli, you're right. Thank you very much. 13/21 is the answer. So this is how I do if I know about the terminology not. Whenever it's not, you go and find the picture card, then you take 1 minus. Why 1? Because 1, remember I told you the answer is always between 0 and 1. 1 is for sure it's going to happen. So 1 minus the picture card, you should get the answer. Another way, a simpler way for some of you is you just count those not picture card, isn't it? So let me erase this first. Now, I don't know how to do that. I forgot the 1 minus. I forgot. So I want to do this, not picture card. Which one, you look at it, which one is not picture card? This is not picture card. This is not picture card. So I can just do how many cards altogether? 21. How many are not picture cards? 6 plus 7, 13. That's same answer. I can still get the answer, not even knowing the 1 minus. So I can do both ways. But sometimes, because this one is easy, because this one is about the box containing. But if it's like rain 0.3, when does it not rain? You cannot do anything, but you got to learn the 1 minus. So rain, not rain, shine, not shine, girl, not girl. This one, that kind, you got no choice. You got to learn the 1 minus. Okay, let's do the C. Find the probability that it's a blank card. Where is the blank card? We have picture cards, we have letter cards, we have number cards. So out of 21 altogether, how many are blank cards? None. Means it's 0. 0/21. Please don't leave the answer like this. This is how you get the answer. Shafi, you got it right. You must change the answer to 0. This is how you write the answer. What does 0 mean? 0 means you will never get the blank card. No matter what happens, you cannot get the blank card because it's not there. So most of you got it right. Thank you very much. Let's just do the next one. I forgot again how to go down. How to go down.
You gotta press the thing.
Oh, this one has to go first.
Then
Okay,
you-
then I can go down. Okay. Okay, now we have this. Can I leave you to do some of these first? Wait, where is I want the annotate one. Ah, yeah, okay. Slowly, slowly. Okay, now you read this question. Can you please try and do A and B? The B is a bit more challenging, but A is for sure you can get. Let's try this, please. Let's do it in 3 minutes. Because I've been doing it for many years, guys.
Video and for them to be able to,
Yeah.
I mean, later on for
Yeah, yeah,
I think the community can solve it through the
that's right. We want to do for the Mendaki. Let these people learn.
you want to mute yourself. Just go. There's so many ways that
So don't worry, no, when you learn, it's okay, you forgot how to do B, doesn't matter. Now B is something that I think must think a little bit, yeah? But A is the one I want to see whether you know how to do A or not. Okay, I'll give the answer. Let's do it together, okay? You look, now you always listen to what I say. Now, because if I teach, I always teach how I think. And so you learn from there. That means when you do, you will also ask yourself, well, no need to speak it loud. You can think this is how it's just done. So for probability, if you're good, don't need to follow my thinking. But if you're no good, you listen to me. Very simple. Probability is a fraction. So you draw that line, and then the bottom one is all together, you put it there. Then the top one is how many satisfy the criteria. Simple. Okay, let's do A. So I'm going to do, wait, annotate.
just go up slowly. Go up slowly.
Okay. Okay, so watch what happens. I'm going to change it to blue, easier to see. Yeah. Okay. Now, this story is about 5 postcards of Singapore, Italy, whatever story, you don't care. You just understand it. Okay, now they have postcards. 5, 9, 6. A postcard is chosen at random and then replaced. Now, this later on, this replace is very important. Now, not so important. What is the meaning of replace? Means I take the card and I put it back. That's replace. Now, this one is 1 time, so not important. But if you have 2, 3 times you take out, that means you pick up, you look at it, you replace. Then the second one, that one is important. But or you pick up and you don't replace. There's something else happen, which we will handle next time. Now you do, a postcard is chosen at random and then replace. What is the probability that it is not a postcard of Italy? I will show you 2 methods. The first one is I find the Italy first, and then I 1 minus because it's not Italy. So Italy, I draw a line. How many cards are there in this question? 5, 9, 6. So there are 20. How many are Italy? 9. Now this is not the answer. This is Italy. The question says, I don't want, I want not Italy. Not Italy is 1 minus 9 over 20. And so that is 11 over 20. That's the answer. Okay. So I think none of you got this one right. 1 minus 9 over 20. Okay, 11 over 20 is the answer. Now, if you don't know this, and remember I told you there's another way of doing this. If I don't know how, or I forgot in the exam how to do not, this one you can see what happens. You go and look for all the, I'm changing the color for the second method, red. So if it's not Italy, you go and look. Oh, Singapore is not Italy, so there are 5. France is not Italy, so there are 6. So altogether, there are 20 cards. How many not Italy? 5 plus 6, 11. There you are. Whichever method I do, I still get 11 over 20. So you can, if you forget the 1 minus, you straight away do this one, you still get it right. Or you do the 1 minus, you still get the answer. But I suggest please learn how to do the 1 minus, because this not thing gonna come out and see later on, and you have no choice but to use the 1 minus next time. Okay, now I'm gonna look at B, which is a slightly difficult one, because it's requiring to do this. Now look carefully. Now they say X postcards. Now, why they say X? Because they say, I want you to find X. Now, some number of postcards, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, are removed from the box, but from France. So this 6 will now change number. It can become 5, or it can become 4, can become 3, I don't know. Yeah. So the probability of choosing a postcard of Italy is now 0.5. Find the value of X. Okay, now we go back and see how to find. So now you think about it. The card is no more 20, because it is less than 20, because I've taken out some cards from France. Doesn't matter. Now I'm going to do this. How many cards are there all together? Now I know there are 5 Singapore. I know there are 9 Italy, so I can add those 14. Now I don't know how many are France, so I'm going to call France Y, because I don't know. So the France is now, I cannot put X in, because X is the one I take out. So France is Y. It could be 5, it could be 4, I don't know. So how many are Italy? Italy is 9. So 9 over 14 plus Y is equal to 0.5, which is half. I'm going to pause here for a while. I hope you look carefully and think. If you don't understand, you can write in the chat, but if you keep quiet, I assume you understand. I repeat, this question says you take a few cards from France, and suddenly Italy, the probability of picking an Italy is half. So how many cards have been removed? I don't know. So what to do is, now I still follow what I've done. I draw the line, and at the bottom is how many altogether. So there are 5 and 9 for sure, 14 cards, plus, oh, I don't know France how many. So 14 plus Y. Now, how many cards are Italy? 9. And they say that this is 0.5, and I change it to fraction, just because I want to cross multiply. I hope you have learned. Now, in mathematics, you will always, if you always try to make it into fraction equals fraction. Now, when you learn from me, you always try to get fraction equals fraction. Once you get that, you cross multiply. Okay? Now, the cross multiply will work. So what you do is, you take this, doesn't matter which one, this times this, you cross it. And you're going to get 14 plus Y. And then you multiply the other two, which is 2 times 9. 2 times 9 is 18. There you go. Now, once you cross multiply of fractions, you will always get an equation in one line, which is the simplest thing to do, because you can solve algebra now. How to find, what are you supposed to find? I want to find Y. So Y equals, so 18 is already there. I bring 14 across. So that's minus 14. So 18 minus 14 is 4. Now, this, what is the meaning of 4? This means there are now 4 France cards. Now, X is the one that is removed, not the one that is currently. So 6 minus 4, you have taken away 2 France cards. So the answer is X equals to 2. Now, this is slightly more challenging. The challenges your thinking, but it's not difficult at all. You follow step by step. I will repeat how to do. First of all, you understand that the France card has been removed. They want to know how many. I don't know. So I still follow my method, my thinking. I want to find probability. Probability is altogether how many? Altogether, there are 5, 9, and I don't know how many left. Y. So 5 plus 9 is 14. 14 plus Y, I write below. Then I still ask, how many Italy are there? Italy is 9. And they tell me that they are now going to be 0.5 or half. And from there, I cross multiply. I get 4. Now, 4 is the current France, is not how many has been removed. Originally 6, now left 4, 2 has been removed. Okay, we try the next one. Clear all drawings. Remove this. And then go down. Okay, now let's do this. Okay, 4. Look, they have 12 counters, 12 red, 17 blue, and 1 yellow. Counter is and then replace. Fine. So you 4A, everybody should be able to get. 4B is the one that just simply how to do then replace. No, don't worry about the not then replace. The then replace is redundant in this part. Okay. Later, when we see another question, then we will see. The replace means what? Okay, you have a box, then you pick one out. Then you look at the card, then you put it back. That's the meaning of replace. But because it's only one time, so it's not important at all whether replace or not replace. Okay, Shafi, don't worry. You will see this one being very important when you have to do it twice. You pick out one and you pick out another one. Replace or not replace, that one is important. Right now, if it's only one time, replace or not replace, it doesn't matter. Okay, try and do 4A. Everybody should get 4A correct. 4B is the same as the one I did before. You try first, please. You Okay, okay. Yes, thank you. All right. So as I was saying just now, then not important for this question. It will be important next time I show you. Okay, what do you need to do? You need to check how many altogether. You write down 30 here. So 30, I write down first. How many? There are 30 counters. How many red are there? Here. So this is the first part you write. Everybody should write this. But this is not the answer because you have to reduce to the lowest term. And how to reduce to the lowest term? Divide by 4. Divide by 3. You get 4 over 10. Oh, no good. Still can reduce some more. You divide again by 2. And you're going to get 2/5. Yeah, Zaki, you got it right. Adli, you got wrong, because it's not 3 out of 5. It's 2 out of 5. Okay? So you can go directly to here, but I just teach you what happens if you don't know how to reduce. You do step by step. Yeah. So you still get the answer. 2/5 is the answer for this question. Okay, now we're going to see B. Have you attempted B? No? Let me move this first. Okay. So find the number of blue counters that have to be added to the bag so that the probability of choosing the blue counter would be 4/5. Now, how to do? Now, that means to say you want the answer to be 4/5. So what happened is this blue counter, I need to add some more. I need to add, don't know how many, I don't know what. So I need to add, say I could call it X or Y. Let's call it Y. So I need to add some blue counter there, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, I don't know. I need to add to the blue counter in the back so that when I take the probability of getting blue is going to be 4/5. And this is what I do. I added Y. So altogether, how many are there? So altogether now it's going to be 12 plus 17 plus 1, which is 30 plus Y. Y plus Y, because I've added in some number, but I don't know how many. So I don't know. Maybe it's 2. If it's 2, then it's 32. If it's 5, it's 35. If it's 7, it's 37. I don't know. So I put it down. How many blue are there? Now the blue, I've added Y. So 17 plus Y is the number of blue. 17 plus Y. I stop here for a while. You digest this. Okay, now the question says I added in number blue. Now I added, I don't know how many, so I put Y. Now the first question is how many at the bottom? How many altogether? 12 plus 17 plus 1 plus Y, so 30 plus Y. How many are blue? 17 plus Y. And what does the question say? The question said that if I were to do this, I'm going to get 4/5. So I'm going to write 4/5 over here. There you are, right? So this is an equation. And what do you see? And I always like to do this because I said every time you try to make it fraction equals fraction. On the left, fraction, this is a fraction. On the right is a fraction. Fraction equals to fraction. The next step is I cross multiply them. I multiply this way, multiply that way. Okay? So I'm gonna wait, let me have some space. All right. So now I'm going to do this cross multiply. Annotate. So I'm going to take anyone, doesn't matter. So I'm going to take this whole thing, multiply with this. So 4 times 30, 120. plus 4y, because 4 times the whole thing. Can you see? So I multiply them, the top and bottom, yeah, I multiply. So 30 plus y times 4, you multiply, you get this. Then you multiply the other one. I multiply 17 plus y times 5. So 5 times 17 is 85. Plus 5y. So you see what happened is, if you do whatever I teach you, you always do fraction equals to fraction, you cross multiply, you will get this. The next part is align. That's all. So all you need to do now is to bring all the y's together and bring all the y's together and bring the numbers there. Okay? Oh no. Let me I just erase this here. So I'm going to do the answer at the top. I don't have space there. So I'm going to do this instead of doing here. I'm going to write the answer at the top here. Okay. So I see there's a 4y, there's a 5y. So all I need to do is to bring the y's together. So I'm going to bring the y to the right hand side. So 5y minus 4y. And on the left hand side, I have 120 minus 85. Is 85 just now? Minus 85. So you just press a calculator. 5y minus 4y is 1y. And 120 minus 85 is 35. So you found y already. So the answer is you must add 35 blue counters for you to get the answer to be 4/5. Again, this one will be slightly difficult. You try to understand, then you can get the answer. Yeah? Okay. So I will now go on to the next one. First. Okay, we do the next one. Okay, look at this one. So this one is a spinner. So you spin this game. So there are two fair spinners. You have this spinner and this spinner. So this first spinner is 2, 3, 4. The second spinner is 7, 8, 9. Complete the list of all the possible outcomes. So I think it's quite straightforward. Watch how to do this. So the first one is 2, the second one is 7. The first one is 2, the second one is 8. The first one is 2, the second one is 9. Then you try the other one. First one is, I change color so that you can hopefully can see better. So the first one is 3, the second one is 7. The first one is 3, the second one is 8. First one is 3, and the second one is 9. You finish already. So got one more still. So you must do 4. 4, 7, 4, 8, 4, 9. That's it. So this is how this question is done. Complete of all the possible outcomes. Okay. So let's answer the next one. Okay, so the first question says, very hard. Let me remove this. Okay, so you've done all those things, and they say find the total of the two numbers is 10. Find the probability that the total number is 10. So how can you get 10? I must bring you back to that thing again. It's too big. Okay, how do you get 10 from here? So you get 10. Now, first of all, there are how many possibilities? There are 9, right? So there are 9. Because there are 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 3. 3, 7, 3, 8, 3, 9, 3. 4, 7, 4, 8, 4, 9, 3. So there are 9 possibilities. The question asks you, what's the probability that you're going to get a total of 10? How can you get 10? From 2 and 8, that's 10, 1. What else? You can also have from 3 and 7, 2. Any more? No more. So therefore, you only have 2 out of 9 for you to get a total of 10. So that's it. So 2 out of 9. Okay, let's see another question. What's the second one that he asked you? The difference between the two numbers is 5. What's the meaning of difference? So this probability is a very interesting topic because it brings in a lot of what you know before. So the factors, the multiples, even numbers, odd numbers, total, sum, product, difference. So for mathematics, if you recall from primary school, sum or is total means is plus. If it's product, it's multiply. But this question, it is difference. Difference means minus. So how can I get the difference of 5? From where can I get the difference of 5? From which two numbers can I get a difference of 5? Let me bring you back to the screen again. So remember, there are a total of 9 possibilities. Out of 9, how many of these can give you a difference of 5? So first 2 and 7 will give you a 5, right? So one set. Next, 8 and 3. I use a different color. 8 and 3 will also give you 5. So second set. The third one is 5, 4 and 9 can also give you a 5. That's it, no more. So there are 3 out of 9. I cannot use this as an answer because you can reduce the lowest term. The lowest term is 1/3. So the probability that you can get a difference of 5 is 3 out of 9, which is 1/3. Okay, let's look at another one. Maybe one last one before we summarize what we've learned today. Okay, this is the same thing. Would you like to try this, please? Brenda has 3 pairs of wireless earphones. One pair is white.
What was
What's this? This? Okay. So one pair is white, one pair is blue, one pair is red. She picks one left earphone and one right earphone. Well, what are the possible choices that she has? So you write on your paper, no need to show because this one requires you to write. So what are the possible combinations? So the first one has been done for you. White, white, or white, blue, or then you do the rest. Can you please take 2 minutes to do this? Maybe not 2 minutes, 1 minute to do this, please. Do the A first, don't do B. Because once you get A correct, then we do B. Try A, the list all the possible colors combination. Okay, so we try. I give you the answers. So you had white, 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 blue. Oh, I need to annotate it. And white, red. Is it red? Yeah, okay. So white, 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 blue, white, red. That's the first set. But you can also have blue, right? So blue as the first one. So you can have blue, white, blue, 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 red. So that's a possibility when the first one is the left is blue. But you also have another set, red. So what happens when the first one is red? So the first one is red, white, red, blue, and red, red. So these are the possible outcomes, right? When you pick up at random, the left and the right, white, 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 blue, white, etc. So I hope you got this right. Oh, so thank you, Adli. You have written everything. Yes, but you need to write in this form. Yeah, you write to in this form. Okay, B. Find the probability that Brenda picks a pair of wireless earphones of the same color. Okay, what's the probability? So I'm going to write the answer here. Yeah. How many are there? How many possibilities are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 possibilities. How many are of the same color? 1, 2, 3. So 3 out of 9 is 1/3. That's how it is the answer. Okay, so very simple. The same color means white, white, blue, blue, and red, red. Now I'm going to ask you a question. What's the probability? Suppose this question is, what the probability that Brenda picks a pair not of the same color? Can you try this and give me the answer? Not same color. Please type in your answer. Not same color. Not same color means what? They're not red, red, not blue, blue, not white, white. What's the answer? Please try. Probability, not the same color. Adli says 1/3. 1/3 is same color. The question is not same color. How about the rest? The rest, Arshad said 2/3. Thank you. Any other answers? I've introduced and I've now reiterated the word 6/9. Okay, thank you, Adli. I've reiterated and reused and introduced again the word not. Remember, this is a very important word for probability. Okay, so you're right. The probability that it is the same color is 1/3. Probability that it is not the same color, 1 minus 1/3. And it is 2/3. Correct. So what Adli did, I know what he did. What Adli did was he counted the number, which is okay. So what Adli did was this, which is, I think, is also a correct method. If you don't know the not, you just do this method. So he says, oh, not same color. So not same color is white, blue, white, red, blue, white, blue, red, red, white, and red, blue. So he counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of 9, there are 6 not same color, which is correct. But you have to reduce to the lowest term. And the lowest term is 2/3. Okay, so there you are. So it is correct method, what you did, Adli, but you did not reduce to lowest term. Now, this question, usually in mathematics, is 1 mark. For this B, is only 1 mark. Now, when it's a 1 mark question, Cambridge doesn't give half. So you get 1 or 0. So 6/9 will get you a 0 marks. So please learn how to reduce to the lowest term. Very simple. See whether the number can be divided by the same number. And like in this case, it's divided by 3. So you can get 2/3. Okay, I'm going to summarize what we have learned today. If I can get a blank. Wait, I think no. Okay. All right. So when we first started just now, let me find the annotate. Okay. When we first started, I talked a little bit about how do you do probability. Probability is quite simple. To do it, you just need a line there, and the total number here, always write down below. Then what satisfies you, you write on top, and that's the answer. The answer is always a fraction because the smallest number is 0 and the highest is 1. Now, 0 means it will never happen. 1 means it will always happen. So that is the range of numbers that we of answer for probability. So I also introduced you with not. So if the probability is probability of getting a pass in the exam is, let's say, 1/4. So when the probability of getting not pass, which is fail, is 1 minus 1/4. So that's how you do that. And we also have learned that it is whenever is or, probability that A will happen or B will happen. We haven't seen that as a work. Later in the next few questions, we'll be asking you this kind of thing. What is the probability of A or probability of B? Whenever you have this, or you can change it to plus. There, yeah. And we also see sample space. Sample space, I've shown you 2 ways of doing sample space. One is this. 1, 2. So if it's a die, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you throw it 2 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all these are the possible outcomes. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, so on and so forth. All these are your possible outcomes, and this is a sample space. But if they ask you to list the sample space in terms of notation, set notation, then you got to do like this. 1, 1. And then 1, 2, so on and so forth. And then you're going to get 36 of them from there. So this is called sample space. Okay, so I hope you have learned something next week. Yeah, next week we will see more questions from probability, and then I hope I would not have to repeat what we've done, because the next time will be all those. Just now Shafi'i said he doesn't understand replaced or not replaced. That one will be answered at the next time. Thank you very much, Mr. Shahid. Anything?
Yes, we can just end.
Okay. So how do I bring that back? Huh? Where do you bring that?
Yes, we just stop screen sharing.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay.
All right, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.